Hello, my name is Cameron Maynard, and for my Week 6 video journal, I chose to talk about Chapter 15 from Part 5 of the Ryan and Staten textbook, which is called Responding to Tension. This chapter, admittedly, was a little tough to understand at times, but on the flip side, there were other things that really resonated with me that I had no trouble understanding, and I'll touch on those things in just a second. I really enjoyed reading the chapter, and before I go into all that, I just want to say that I've gained very valuable knowledge since I started reading this textbook, and that's only going to give me the best chance of being a great journalist as my career rolls on. In chapter 15 of the textbook, I hope I pronounced this name right. Tessa Radozinska. She does an interview with Tammy Ray Matthews about the collaborative spirit of the collection and how their dedication to social equality has complemented their academic and practice based work perspectives. There's one thing, the first thing that stood out to me was that early in the chapter, Radozinska states that in both VR and wider eye docs, and this is what she said, the thing that I find most interesting is this interaction has this amazing potential to hold audiences accountable, to involve audiences in a different way, to resist audiences just being passive and make them active. Um, I can make a creative connection to that statement and my career in that I can strive to make my audiences, think outside the box when typing a sports or news story. I can write content that will get them to think critically, not be passive, and not just get the experience of reading a bland story. As far as I'm concerned, chalk that up as more valuable knowledge for me from this class, and this is a class I've really enjoyed with all the knowledge I've gained. Um, Another thing from the chapter that resonated with me and really stuck out is that, it was a simple question that Matthews posed, asking, "Who inspires you?" And that really got me to thinking that I'm inspired by journalists who have many years in the field and have a proven track record of success. Just to name a couple, journalists like Paul Doherty, who is a retired writer for the Cincinnati Enquirer based in Ohio, and John Clay, who is a columnist for the Lexington Herald Leader in Kentucky. If you look those two guys up and spend some time like researching them and reading some articles they've put out, you'll be hooked and interested in their work instantly. And I strive to be a quality journalist like those two every day. And that's another connection I can make between this chapter and my career is that I can continue to be inspired by top of the line sports media members, at least a couple that I consider to be top of the line. Again, just more valuable knowledge that I gained reading this textbook and reading this chapter. And I really look forward to continuing to read it these last 2 weeks of the class.